Mesdames, Messieurs, merci d'être présents avec nous. شكرا لحضوركم معنا. La construction navale. Quel est l'avenir des constructions navales, the future of shipbuilding, مستقبل بناء السفن. موضوع سنتطرق إليه. Un sujet que l'on va aborder aujourd'hui avec nos intervenants ici présents. Nous avons avec nous Monsieur Dimitrios Dress. Merci d'être avec nous. You're welcome. With you, we will speak about the shipbuilding, of course, and the other points.
Thank you very much, and thank you for your attention. First of all, to say that I feel really privileged that I have the opportunity to visit Algeria. It was one of my dreams since I was 18 years old, for reasons that some of my friends know about. And so I'm very glad that I had this opportunity. My presentation will be in English, so please bear with me. I'm sorry for this. And first of all, I need to mention that this year, actually a month ago, it's the year that as ONEX Group, ONEX Shipyards and Technologies Group, we have 20 years presence. So we're very happy for that, and so we will try, sorry. Okay. So we will try to present to you what we have done, and especially what we have achieved in the shipyards industry, or in that industry, within the last years. And we can say that at least for Greece, and also we believe for the Mediterranean, that we have brought the new era in shipbuilding and ship repairing industry in this area. And also, one of our goals is to lead the green transition through offshore solutions. So what we see here in this slide is the two shipyards we operate in Greece. On top is our shipyards in the island of Syros, and at the bottom is at the town of Elefsis near Athens. What we also see in these photographs is that we have 9 ships being serviced simultaneously in Syros and 14 ships in Elefsis. So 23 in total. And these are numbers that in order to find such numbers in Greece, you had to go 50 years in the past. So as a group, we have another competitive advantage apart from the shipyards. We perform a lot of activities. We have a lot of activities, and we can utilize all these activities in order to enhance our capabilities in the shipbuilding sector, in the ship repairing sector. So what are our capabilities? Our capabilities, of course, is shipbuilding and ship repair, and this presentation will be focused on that. We provide solutions in defense and security, in information technology, digitalization. For example, we have digitalized, we're digitalizing the land registry of Greece. We provide personnel for business process outsourcing, which gives us an advantage to have skilled and experienced personnel to do many jobs, high-skilled jobs. We are involved in port integrated logistics support and energy offshore wind power generation. On the left-hand side of the presentation, we can see some key figures about our activities. So we have completed projects within these 2 years whose total value has exceeded 2 billion euros. We have, as my CEO mentioned in the morning, in the shipyards we have about 3,000 employees, directly or indirectly. And something very important, we are planning to have additional investment in the area, not only in Greece, in the Mediterranean. And this is one of the main reasons that we're here in Algeria, and we're exploring cooperation in this. So we have a total of a plan to invest about 1 billion in the Mediterranean. And since we were involved in the shipyards, we managed to service more than 620 ships, which is a record, and I will explain later why it's a record in Greece. So in Greece, we operate shipyards in two locations. One is in the center of the Aegean Sea, at the island of Syros. So you are all invited to visit this place. It's a good excuse to visit one of the Greek islands. It's very beautiful. And the other is very close to Athens. It's Elef Shipyards. As a total, these are the assets that we have. Of course, we don't need to pay attention to all these numbers right now, but we have to mention that in LFCs, the area that we have available and will be utilized, as you will see according to our investment plan, is 3 times the one that is currently occupied. So it's 750,000 square meters. On Syros, it's only 61,000 square meters. The key assets of our shipyards are the 5 floating docks that we have, and we have ordered 2 additional ones. So now we have 5, we will have 7 in total, and this will make us the largest shipyards in the Mediterranean. Of course, we have a slipway, we have a synchro lift, and etc. I will, of course, we can share this presentation to all of you to see all the figures. A few words about our shipyards in Syros. These shipyards are the oldest in Greece. They were established in 1861. At that time, Syros was the commercial center of Greece. And 100% is owned by us. These shipyards were in decline. They could serve only up to 20 ships per year. So we took over. We started in 2018, but the assets were transferred to us a year later. So within these 5 years, we serviced more than 500 ships, and we can service about 110 ships per year. And the employees, from 180, they were increased to 650. But we're also planning additional investment of about 100 million, including, of course, one Aframax floating dock. This is the layout of the shipyards. Okay, important to all of us in this business that we have to protect the environment. So one of the first things we did, and we spent a lot of money there, was to find a way to be environmentally safe and to remove 85,000 tons of sandblast waste that had accumulated all the previous years. And we invested a lot in hydroblasting. This is a representation of the new machinery, equipment, etc., that we are looking for both shipyards, including robotic weldings, ultrasound cleaning equipment, etc. And we undertook a program. This is an example that we completed this program for the Greek Navy in 1/3 of the time that previously had been completed by other management of the shipyards. In the past, in the shipyards, they had new building programs like mega yachts or firefighting vessels, which were built according to our own design. So we still have the designs for this, updated, of course, all these years. And, of course, the revival of the shipyards is a revival for the whole community, and everybody is much happier now and more prosperous in this island. Regarding our shipyards in LFCs, this is the layout of the shipyards, but the real area is 3 times that, as I mentioned. These shipyards were established 100 years after Syros, so in 1962. In September 2022, we were encouraged by our customers, the ship owners that we had been serving, and we submitted to the Greek government our plan to revive the shipyards, which was approved by the vast majority of the members of the Greek parliament under the law that is mentioned there. And we started working. We invested about 45 million in order to modernize and upgrade the facilities, recertify the machinery, everything, because these shipyards were inactive. And in parallel, we managed to service, since December 2022, more than 120 ships, starting, as you will see, without having floating docks, because they had been sunk for years. And we're planning additional investment you will see, apart from the floating dock that we plan to add, how the whole area will change. That was the situation before us. So it was, let's say, a pity or a shame, we can find the words. 2 out of the 3 floating docks of these shipyards had been sunk for years. So we had to lift them, we replaced 1,000 tons of steel, and they were back in service, so that we fixed number 2 in 31st of July 2023, and the largest floating dock was overhauled this April, and the first ship that was serviced there was Badji Mokhtar from Algerian Ferries. So this is, and we also installed sensors, we made them smart, so there is no chance of having them sinking again out of misuse or everything, miscontrol. This is our investing plan. So what we plan to do, we see, sorry for this. These are the current facilities. So we invite you all to visit us, and you will see that we own the whole area. Okay, we own the whole area. So apart from the current facilities, we will build a big hangar for engineering works. We will build small shipyards dedicated to aluminum construction. So these are all in our business plan. And it's one of the main reasons that our partners are more willing to give us funding, because they see all this potential. And all these buildings, we will create a new industrial and logistics hub. Okay. So this is another representation of the area after we complete the investment. Everything will be changed. You can also see in the far left that we have added ON Suezmax floating dock, etc. And we have a private port that we plan to utilize fully. In the past, we had completed complicated constructions for the Greek Navy, and of course for commercial customers, like 5 landing ships, according to our own designs. We have built the largest ship that is being operated by the Greek Navy. It's the general support ship Prometheus. The design was by Ficantieri. We had undertaken modernization programs, and the last ships we built for the Navy were the 7 Super Vita fast attack crafts. But of course, we have built smaller ships, or larger, like this one. We have built mega yachts. We have built ships for the customs. This is 100% aluminum. And we have experience in overhauling platforms, floating platforms, or building ones, like we did with this platform for an experiment of the National Technical University of Athens, looking for netrins in deep waters. So, what are our capabilities? We can maintain and repair up to 300 ships per year, 200 in LFCs, 100 in Ceros. We can install, of course, we can provide all the retrofits, including scrubbers, carbon capture systems, or retrofits to green and smart technologies. We started something new again for Greece, was that we signed an agreement with all the stakeholders involved, and we started again having technical schools providing the technical specialties that the shipyards need. And we established one such school in Elefsis and the other in the island of Syros. We are working on new designs for several types of vessels for the commercial sector. And of course, we plan to utilize fully our capabilities, because I forgot to mention that in Elefsis we also have the capability to build wagons for trains. And we will, one of our goals is to have offshore platforms for floating wind farms. Regarding our naval capabilities, we can build 2 to 3 ships per year. We are working on new designs. I have some examples. We can undertake midlife upgrade programs for the Greek Navy, the Coast Guard, and of course other friends and nations. And we have a plan to adopt Industry 4.0 technologies. We have signed an agreement to establish in Greece the first private 5G network to serve our needs. We invest a lot in environmentally friendly techniques, and we have a cooperation with all the Greek ecosystem. And as my CEO mentioned, we created the Hellenic Shipyards Association, and our CEO is also the chairman of this association. And we are looking for new ideas everywhere. I have 2 examples. So this is our plan for adopting Industry 4.0 technologies, starting from artificial intelligence, and ultimately getting to the digital twins of the shipyards, so the customer can see in real time all the works that are being performed on the ships. Some milestones regarding our activities as shipyards is the agreement we signed in December 2023 with Attica Group. For those that know more about Greece, Attica Group owns and operates 45 out of the 90 ships that service the Greek islands. So, and we provide all these services. We work together to have the scheduled maintenance of the ships, to provide the retrofits, to build new ships, and other synergies in this field. Another important milestone for us was that we participated in tenders that were published here in Algeria, and we were honored of being awarded the contract for these 3 beautiful ships. We have already delivered 2 of them. And finally, another milestone is that we are the only shipyards that are members of the Green Award Foundation, so we are looking to be as environmentally friendly as possible. We also have an advantage because in our activities we have established an innovation center in the island of Syros, along with the region of South Aegean and Cisco. And we have as main partners the University of the Aegean and Cosmote, which is the largest telecommunication provider in Greece. So we work together in all these pillars that we can see on the slide. We can undertake studies and such kind of things. So what we did, we participated in a tender that had been published by the government of South Korea, and we were awarding as being members of a group that prepares a kit that would enable ships to use alternative fuels instead of conventional fuels. And actually today they changed the project manager to project manager is the company Seho instead of Hankook that was in the past. Another thing we did, we also participated in another tender that had been published by Innovation Norway, and we were funded, and we sent our engineers to Norwegian shipyards, and they were trained to green and smart technologies. And our engineers have started training our technicians. But as a group, we have another advantage. In the island of Syros, for example, they wanted improvement in the hospital, how they work. They wanted smart solutions. So, based on our other activities, we were able to provide all the solutions to the hospital there. So, in the maritime and engineering sector, these are our capabilities. We can provide fleet maintenance and support services, and also operational services. We're working in new buildings for all these types of vessels, not excluding, of course, other types that we can accommodate. And we will invest a lot in offshore platforms for floating farms. In more details, what we can provide, all the solutions that, for maintenance, support, retrofits to the fleet, logistics synergies. These are some designs that we have so we can build in our current facilities ferries from 100 to 200 ships. These are some designs we have. We have submitted offers to customers. We're ready to sign contracts, but we did not get permission to release the actual designs. So we have designs based on this. We used the logo of Algerian ferries just to present them here. Okay, we have started the production line in Greece for tugboats. There is strong demand there. And we signed an exclusivity agreement with the design office of Robert Allen of Canada. It's the most known in this field. And we have started the production line for 16 tugboats. But in total, we'll build about 30 within the next 4 or 5 years. So this is a representation of our tugboats. And we have also started working on multi-purpose vessels, like this one. And also oceanographic research vessels, like the one that is on the slide. This is a key field for us. We have the experience. We're capable, as my CEO mentioned, to be one-stop shop to provide such solutions. As we stand right now, we can build specific units, but we need to do this in an industrialized way. So the photograph at the bottom is not a real one, but is what we have in mind to do. We have studies how to have our facilities set in order to be able to build these platforms in an industrialized way. What we also found, because we did we gave to our engineers the hypothesis of what you are going to do if you wanted to develop such systems. So these are all the activities that are related to the offshore wind developer, and we found out that we can provide most of them, and some of them 100%. And we are also working on special vessels that support such activities. Okay, this is for the trains, what we have to do. Regarding the naval sector, we can provide support, either by the traditional way, or by agile logistics, or by performance-based logistics. It depends on the customer. More details about the solutions we can provide to the Navy fleet. And we're working on programs for mid-life upgrades and new buildings. And we're working also for new ideas. So these are some projects either for proven designs, corvettes or new designs, or other manned and unmanned vessels. So we believe that we have indicated to our friends that we're capable of doing a lot within these 20 years, and especially within the last 5 years that we're in the shipbuilding and the ship repairing sector. And also we believe that soon we'll become the largest shipyards in the Mediterranean, so not only being the largest in Greece. And Algeria is the perfect partner, we believe, because we're in the east part of the Mediterranean. We need an ally, a partner in the western part of the Mediterranean, and we have the experience and the capability to work together and succeed in all these goals. Okay. Thank you very much.
Merci beaucoup, Monsieur Dimitrios Dress, General Director of ONEX. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Merci beaucoup.
Of course, any questions are welcome.
Of course, at the end of the conference, of course.